Alright guys, today is Thursday, September 8th, and I am in Watertown, New York. Just finishing up my break here at the Walmart. Well, I took a little bit longer break. I guess I was here about 10 hours and 45 minutes. It's now 5:30 in the afternoon. And we got 82 degrees here. Yeah, so I went into Walmart and did a little bit of shopping. Get a few items for the truck. It looks like I might be staying out this weekend. You know, I didn't get started till Tuesday evening, so I may stay out, deliver every day through Sunday up to Vermont, and then take a 34 on the road, and then do about 4 or 5 more loads, and then go home for a long weekend. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it all holds together, and it all depends on if the plant keeps running smoothly or not up in Vermont. As soon as they break down or have a problem, then that shoots that right out the window, because then they start trying to delay loads, push back loads, and that kind of screws up the schedule. Hey, this is US 3 here. Hey, we're just a short distance off of 81. '81's right up here. We'll jump on 81 South, and we're headed down to Fulton to pick up the load. Got in there last night, no problem. Trailer was empty. And I looked at the ferry schedule, and I had time, so I cleaned out the trailer last night, so I don't have to do that today. So tonight we're running about an hour. We're going to be about an hour behind, I'm assuming, something like that. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll make it back to here tonight. Probably not. Yeah, sorry about the camera. It's kind of shaking around a little bit. It's this mount I got. I'm trying out something different. I'm using my phone mounted on the mount, looking out the windshield. And it's kind of shaking around a bit. I don't know how the footage is going to be, but we'll see. Alright, 81 South, here we go. Yeah, we'll be in Fulton in about an hour. Do our drop and hook and go down along the thruway, over to the TA in Fultonville, fill up, head up to Vermont. Usual routine, guys. Same thing, day in, day out. Yeah, I'll tell you, that Walmart was super busy. That Walmart's always busy, though. And you got Watertown right here with all the surrounding communities, and then you got Fort Drum, big army base there, just north of Watertown. So you got a lot of military families in the area. So they do quite the business there. Now we're going to get down here to the rest area and see if the DOT is here. This is one of their favorite spots up ahead. Haven't heard if they're here or not. Of course, not too many people talk on a CB anymore. I got one in here, but I leave it on. But I leave it squelched so that I only hear people that's real close to me, you know, in case somebody's trying to get a hold of me, like something wrong with my truck, or tell me about an accident or something like that. So I always have one, and I always keep it on. I don't talk on it very much. We are 2 miles from the rest area. And let's see. You can usually see the blinking sign from right about here, and no, it is not blinking. Meaning they have a sign up here before the rest area. If the lights are flashing on it, that means you got to pull in. The DOT's in there. So not here this afternoon anyway. That's good. It is a gorgeous day today. After a couple days of rain, this is really nice fall weather. Kind of like fall, I guess. It's still pretty warm though. See, there's the sign right there on the right. If that was blinking, you got to pull in for a truck inspection. Yeah, so went in Walmart, got me some, I needed some more trash bags. I got some microfiber cloths for cleaning the truck inside. I got some frozen meals just to have in my upstairs freezer, just in case I'm going to be out and not go home this weekend. So I got some extra stuff up there. Got some Jell-O, sugar-free Jell-O. There's a little dessert. I got plenty of stuff to eat right now though. So I still have some strip steaks, some sweet Italian sausage. I got hamburger meat for tacos, and I got a couple of hamburger patties. which I just eat the hamburger patties with cheese on it, usually. No bun. Make a salad or something. I got salad. I bought some fresh pico di Gallo, or whatever you call it, from Walmart, so I can throw that in my salad. I got a couple of gallons. I bought 2 gallons of Mobile Delvac motor oil to keep in the side box, even though I might not need it, but I have been noticing it's hard to come by. Like, there was only 3 gallons left on the shelf, so I bought 2, so now there was only 1. And a lot of times I've been in Walmart and they don't have any, so it's always good to keep a couple gallons of oil in your truck. I also keep a gallon of pre-diluted coolant and a bottle of windshield washer fluid. And what else did I buy? Some Little Tree air fresheners, which they only last a week or 2, and then I throw them away and put new ones up. Been trying all different ones. They got this one that is barbershop color, you know, the white, red, and blue stripe, and it smells like, well, kind of smells like shaving cream. Not bad, I like it. I had a watermelon one that wasn't too bad. And it's so hard to go into Walmart and not buy a bunch of junk food and stuff. I mean, I walked down the cookie aisle. I almost bought some golden Oreos, you know, well, not the regular Oreos, the golden ones. I like those, but I didn't get them. I looked at the ice cream, didn't get it. I decided on getting sugar-free Jell-O instead, which is a lot better for me. Might not be fantastic, but it's a lot better than ice cream, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, if you're watching this long form video, that I've been doing a bunch of little shorts. And yeah, they seem to be working out. They get quite a bit of, some of them get quite a bit of views. Just got to come up with topics that are timely. There you go. That pickup truck's got a U.S. flag and then another one that I can't repeat what it says on it. But it's something like F. Brandon. It might rhyme with that. Yeah, what if I stay out and do a 34-hour reset out on the road? That's the hardest thing, is trying not to eat a bunch of junk, because you're sitting there bored. So you gotta, there's always something you can do with the truck. You know, if I'll have to keep myself busy, or I might buy ice cream or something. But I need to change the glow pin and screen in my S-bar heater, because heating season is coming up here real quick, and I need to get that heater working. And right now, if I lit it up a couple of weeks ago, because you're supposed to run it like every couple of weeks during the summer, just to make sure everything, you know, you run some fuel through it, and it'll smoke now when it starts. It'll usually light up and go, but it puts out a lot of smoke. So I know it's time for a glow screen. Oh, that's one possibility I could do. But that won't take but an hour or two. Only because of where my heater is, I have to take out a whole big bracket underneath the bunk, so I have access to the heater to take the cover off it and get to the glow pin and the screen. And when you take that stuff off and you do that, It's also a good idea. There's a little hole in the side of the chamber where it lets air in. You need to clean that part out. And a lot of times I'll take my air gun and blow down into the combustion chamber there and get all the soot out of there. Try to, anyway. You really need to kind of... You say you're supposed to take it all apart because you can break the combustion chamber open in the middle. It comes apart, and then you're supposed to clean it out. But what I find with those S-bar heaters is they usually last a couple of years, and then the fan starts acting up. And you can replace the fan, but you know, the fan is like $300. If you need any other parts, you know, I don't know what the prices are now, but if you watch around for specials or deals on the S-bar heater, sometimes you can buy the head unit for about $800. So you're just better off getting a whole new thing and having everything new. There's a place, I think if you just look up S-bar heater, there's a place in the United Kingdom that you can buy them from, and they ship them DHL. You have them in like 2 days. You know, international, which is pretty good, and the prices are good. I think it's directly S-bar heater. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. I got it saved in my favorites in my internet, my Safari on my iPad, so that I can locate it. So that's one possibility I can do. There's always cleaning to be done, that's for sure. It's hard to keep the cabs of these trucks clean when you're just running and running and running all the time. That's pretty much what I do. I run, I sleep, I take my 10-hour breaks, and then if I'm not doing that, I'm usually home. So I'm not really messing with the truck while I'm at home, unless it's like a maintenance item. Anyway, we got about 35 minutes left into Fulton, and we'll probably catch you down there. Charlie, you're a movie star. Oh, there comes Dad. Here comes Daddy. Alrighty, we are getting out of here, guys. Did my quick drop and hook there. And we're rolling on out of Fulton. Looks like we're going to have a big old moon tonight to help us out on our trip. It's just starting to come up. below the horizon. Above the horizon. What do you mean below? How's it going to come up below the horizon? All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, guy. I'll let you go. Yeah, there's the big old moon. Just to the left of center in the camera. So it should come up a little bit later tomorrow night. Or is it earlier? I can't remember. I think later. So tomorrow night should be the full moon, I think. So it should be pretty spectacular as long as it's clear, which I think it's supposed to be. This road's bumpy. I thought they were supposed to repave this section of 481 this summer. There was a big sign earlier in the summer saying road paving summer of 22. And I think what they meant was back down here past the light where it turns into highway, because they did pave all that. This could use some work right here. It's pretty rough. Yeah, so we got in and out of there pretty good. Wasted a little time talking to one of the other guys there and his dog, Charlie. But we're okay. We got plenty of time. Yeah, so this has all been paved right here. Yeah, so anyway, we're making our way over to the TA truck stop now in Fultonville. Usual stop for fuel. Yeah, so with my discount now, I'm paying right in the neighborhood of, I think last night I paid $4.37 a gallon. Should be pretty similar tonight, I think. I hope. yes, football season starting. If you're into football, that's good news for you, I guess. I don't follow it like I used to. Giants fan, of course. Not so much anymore. Now that Eli is not there anymore. They haven't really done very well in the last few seasons anyway. Alright, we just got off at the Fultonville exit. Time to fill her up. It is 9:45, 64 degrees here in Fultonville. Look at that, the cotton candy truck. Looks like a couple of carnival vehicles getting fuel here. Mid-America Shows Transportation, Jackson, Mississippi. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, let's get some of that go-go juice. I hope that price ain't right. $9.29. That right there says $5.29. Got a door open there. Alright folks, we are up in Vermont. We are in Shelburne, Vermont. It is 1:38 a.m. 59 degrees here. It is Friday, September 9th. We've got 30 miles left to Waterbury. Should be arriving in there around 10 minutes after 2. Something like that. Hoping hoping the trailer's going to be empty so I can do my drop and hook and start heading back. If it's not empty, then we'll be taking our 10-hour break there. So back at the TA in Fultonville, I ended up paying $439.9 was my price. The pump price was $525.9. And that fill up, I got 7.72 miles per gallon. Just, I usually get anywhere between 7 1/4 and 7 3/4, so that's right in line with what I normally get. When a total distance between fill-ups of 584 miles. It's usually 581 or 582, but I went a little bit off route to go to the Walmart. Not much, just enough to add a mile or two on my round trip. So if the trailer's empty, I have plenty of time to get back down into New York somewhere. Don't think I'll make it back to Watertown where I started today. I got held up back down there on US 4 in New York because they're paving. There was 2 spots I had to stop and wait because they were running 1-lane traffic. So I lost 15-20 minutes there. We'll see how it goes up here. If I get my empty, we'll try to make it at least to Governor, New York. We shall see. Getting a little hungry too. So we'll do a drop and hook, and I can have a bite to eat when I come back across the ferry. Yeah, there's no way. There's a 3:25 ferry. There's no way I'm going to get in and out of Waterbury in 5 minutes, so it takes me just under an hour to get to the ferry. Well, maybe about 50 minutes, but that's not going to leave me enough time. If I get to Waterbury about 2:10, I'm probably not getting out of there till 2:40, 2:45. So I think 3:25. I think there's a 4:05 ferry, so. That might be what I'm shooting for, I think. Which I probably won't, yeah, definitely won't make Watertown. And I kind of like to try to get off the road before I get too much morning time traffic, people going to work. I don't like getting in their way. I don't like them morning people. Those are the worst drivers, I think, on the road, is people rushing to work in the morning. Because they waited till the very last minute to leave. They don't give themselves any extra time, and they're always in a hurry. So usually I like to be shut down by 7 at the latest anyway. Well, we'll see how it goes. Red light, green light. 1, 2, 3. Huh. There's a car at that intersection to the left. I don't know what the hell he did. Now I guess he's trying to find a gas station, maybe. He was sitting there with his turn signal on to make a right. The light was green for him, and all of a sudden he shot out of there and went to the left. Now he just pulled into this mobile station here on the left. Huh. Yeah, this section we've been riding up through is usually pretty busy up through here during the daytime. It's the where all the car dealers and everything are. Here in Shelburne. I think we're actually getting into Burlington about here. This is 189, Interstate 189. Going back the other way, that was supposed to go right out to Lake Champlain, and they were going to build a bridge across right here. That would have been cool. Would have made this run so easy. Yeah, of course, riding on the ferry is pretty nice too. Especially during the daytime on a nice day. The nice views. The nice little lake breeze going on. Okay, we're on 89 southbound now, headed towards Waterbury. 23 miles to my exit. Okay, well, they are not ready. Trailer is still loaded. So this is our trailer right here on the left. I just dropped it. Drop it here along the side here of the dock area because there's no parking spots. And there's no parking spots for me to park with the trailer down here. Unless somebody is pulled out since I've been up here at the loading docks, but I doubt it. But looked like I could find a place to park with the bobtail. So it's getting a little foggy out up here. About the time I got just outside of Waterbury, it started getting foggy. So this is the all new area they put in last year with I don't know, what has it got, 6 or 7 truck parking spots up here on the left. I'm going slow because I don't want my logbook to go back to driving. As long as I stay under 5 miles an hour, it'll keep me on duty instead of putting me on the drive line. Yeah, I guess it looks like 6 parking spots up here if I'm counting them right. On the left. I know it's foggy, it's hard to see, right? So there's nowhere to park there. It looked like there's a staging lane right up here, down around the bend. It looked like I could squeeze into a spot up here, so we shall see here in a minute. You got 2 well, there's a prime truck here on the left first. I don't know what the second one is. Then there's a tanker at the bottom, and he didn't pull all the way to the end of the staging lane. So I'm either going to get in front of that tanker or try to squeeze in behind him. We'll see here. Yeah, so this truck right here, not a prime, but he's a reefer trailer, so he's probably picking up a lot of times they get rid of ice cream that they're not going to sell, and they usually have some other carriers come in to get it. Let's see. Yeah, I could fit behind the tanker, or let's see, can I get in front of him? It'd be better if I get in front of him, because then if he leaves, it'll save a spot for another truck. If I get right behind him, then there's not going to be a lot of room. Yeah, we can get in here behind the line. And now this is all private property here. This ain't a public road, so otherwise I couldn't park here. It's a policy of Landstar that you don't park on the shoulder or on any roadway. Let's see. Let me put my mirror down. I'll make sure I don't run my back of my truck into his front of his tanker. He might wake up mad if I did that. All right, this is gonna work. Right here. This is about the best spot for internet too, so probably gonna be here. Let's see, it's 2:32 a.m. It's 61 degrees out here, but I'm probably gonna be here probably 12 hours, I would say. I'll check though. I'll go off and do my 10-hour break starting now, 2:30. So at 12:30, I'll check and see if they're ready. Hopefully they will be. Anyway, looks like I turn that light back on so you can see me. But anyway, yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. And yeah, thanks for riding along with me. We'll see you on the next one. Everybody take care.